for more. The hits just don't stop on this channel. Alright. Valve covers. Want to pull the valve covers off the 63. And just look underneath there and see what we can see. And I want to see if we can get casting numbers. Wish I had some 4/0 steel wool, but I don't. But I can kind of work on that when they're in the truck too. So, go grab me this 7/16 bolts, looks like, and some tools, electric type wrenchy spinny things, and let's see if we can pop those off. I got new gaskets. Went up to the parts store. I have a set of the rubber felt pros for GM 6.6, 5.7, 5.4, 5, 4.9, 4.6, 4.4, and 4.3. That's a whole lot of coverage. And they are the, what do they call them? The perimeter bolts, not the center bolt. So, alrighty, let's grab some tools and do it to it. Alrighty, now we're recording. See if we can adjust you to get you into the field of view a little bit better there. Alrighty. Fresh off of putting the new cheesy decals on. Those aren't going to last long. Goes off to the side. Put that stuff off to the side. Bit of the old Jenny works as a workbench. Can we get? Yes. Grimy old carburetor. Flamethrower coil. Should pull that cap one of these days and just check underneath it. It probably needs a good replacing. We got us a new tool to play with. You know, I love this thing, but my old impact driver, the batteries were giving up the ghost, and I couldn't find replacements that were worthwhile. So I splurged and bought a new Milwaukee. I already had the batteries, so I just bought the tool. It was only about 37 bucks off Amazon, so I thought, eh, what the heck? I have yet to use it. Let's see how she does. Well, so far so good. Catch that spreader bar. That one's not going to work with the heater lines there. A little bit of oil around the bolts, so gaskets are probably due for a change. Spreader bar I need to grab. And once again, luckily we've got the shorter reach. Grab the right size. That one just 7/16. 7/16. He's got to have the thing on there. We'll work on this side. Yes, it will. It's been leaking for a while. Lots of good oil underneath there. And of course, I just changed the oil on this motor. Should have done this before. But, oh well. We've got caked up dirt and grease and oil. Probably clean all those up, get them spiffed up a little bit. Darn camera's in the way. Didn't get backed out all the way, but that's okay. This one's ready to go. Well, yeah, old gaskets. It looks pretty clean in there, actually. A little bit of milkshake going on, but I think that's just because of the condensation. Builds up from sitting for so long. The short running that I do on it. This one's about the same. Not bad. It's a little icky, but this looks pretty good. I'll grab a rack and go from there. So not looking too shabby. Got push rods, everything looks attached. This side here, the gasket stayed on the block side, but there's definite signs of oil getting past the gasket. They did use the good heavy rubber gaskets. Again, push rods are all in place. Nothing just excessively loose. So now, I'm going to figure out where these casting numbers are. You can see it's been leaking right down there. Actually, from there all the way forward is wet. And the passenger side, looks like right along in here is wet. A little bit in the very back. So, we'll clean it up real good. Clean these parts up. Look for some casting numbers. I'll flush out the inside of those valve covers too. Give them a quick wipe down and a spray wax to help preserve them. And yeah, let's see what we can find. So just gave the whole mating surface on both sides a quick wipe. We've got casting numbers here. Get the thing to focus better. This is the right hand cylinder head. I have to take a photo, take it inside. Didn't bring a flashlight out here with me, but we've got GM 84 or 34. So on the other side, I don't know if I can use the camera to see. Just can't read it through the camera here. And that should be the other casting numbers there. So I have to get a flashlight. Oop. It's if they're the same casting numbers, that'll be a relief. I don't see why they would be different cylinder heads unless this thing was, of course, it was rebuilt at one time. Flashlight. Yeah, right. Just a little headlamp deal work. Yes, it does. Let's try it. See if we can read those numbers. What do we got? Looks like 3878487. H41. Hopefully y'all are seeing that. GM 34, and then there's the little, I forget what they call that, but just a little reference marker. So on the driver's side cylinder head, should be opposite. Here's your reference mark, or whatever they call it. Let's get the strap out of the way. That is GM 43. Looks like 387. I can't read it from the screen at this angle, and it's behind the brake cylinder, so I can't catch it, but it looks like the same number, something 87. Was that what the passenger side had? I don't remember. Yeah, 8487. So kind of looks like it. So I think we have the same cylinder heads on both sides, so good. And we'll go pop inside and pull the casting number just to make sure what they are. So maybe this is a super rare 600 horsepower small block 350, you know. As it sits, might be worth, you know, 300-400 grand. And if you yank it out, sell it, pay off the house, restore the Jimmy, restore Cletus, restore the 84. Yeah, right. So alrighty, I'm going to get a couple of photographs of those, and I'm going to pop inside, and let's go see what we got. Okay, here we are back in the back room. We're on, where's it at? Outintheshop.com. 397-3487. That's about the closest I can get to 350, 68 to 79. There's your valves. Says it's a 76cc chamber. So that's a little bit bigger. That's about the biggest that they got. About a 76. So I mean, it's pretty wide range. Pretty wide range, and that has been verified. I went over this other site. 397. Yeah, I hear ya. It's over here. 397 3487. Where's the cursor? And it's saying 68 to 72. Again, where's the cursor? There we go. 68 to 72. 397. Oh, that's giving me two 397. 68, 72, 68 to 73, 350s, either a 195, 194 or 202, 1.5, 1.6. It's intake and exhaust, so it doesn't give the CCs, but we're saying it was 76, which seems to be bigger, on the bigger end. So maybe we got some decent flowing heads on that truck. That'd be cool. Alrighty, back outside. die, so we swapped her out real quick. Okay, so everything's clean. Just had to put you on time lapse there. The neighbors came home, they were out riding the walker, so unloading the truck. The dirt bikes were making some noise, so I didn't want to stop working. So I thought I'll just roll the camera and let you guys see the fast speed. Went through and degreased everything pretty good. Wiped all the insides off these valve covers. I took some contact cement. That doesn't want to start. There we go. Took some contact cement. Ran a bead, really light bead around the valve cover, and then on top of the gasket itself. So they're essentially lightly glued to the inside of the valve cover. Held them in place. As I dropped the valve covers on. And I had spreader bars and screws. You can't see me. My face, but you can see what I'm doing. Spreader bars and the bolts were sitting in some cleaner. This one's just being a little bit of a pain. It's starting. That one was starting on that with my hand, I think. So I did some decoding. The block is a 71. I can't quite see the date code on the back of it. It should be right next to the casting number, but I just can't quite read it. So she's out of a 71 Camaro. The heads come back as 1971. I'm going to use this as a wrench, not as an actual power tool for the time being here. Are you starting? You're not even started. Anywhere from, I had to write it down. So it's a 2-bolt main block. Found that out. It's a 71, at least the heads are. Anywhere from 245 to 330 horse. That's what these heads were used on. They were cast August 4th of 71. So I'm pretty sure, and they're a Camaro casting number. Chevelles were different casting numbers. What else we got? They could either be the 194 or the 202 heads. So they're a higher flow head. The intake manifold, that's the interesting part. That is not original to the motor. The intake manifold, date codes is a 62 or a 63. Why is this one not starting? There we go. Don't want to cross thread anything. Looks like the neighbors are back. That one popped out. Lift. Drop the spreader bar. Find the insert. That one's going in. interfering just enough. There, we got it. Okay. Let's get the other side all lightly leafed down. Yeah, so the intake manifold is 6263, same as the exhaust manifolds. So back around and we'll just give them a right hand torque. Vacuum lines catch on my trigger. I'll have to look up the torque value on these. I got a torque wrench. We're just going by feel right now. Just to get them on. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw the air cleaner back on. Get this button back. We're starting to run out of daylight. We got a rust hole in the bottom of our air cleaner. This is on the outside of where the air filter rides. Single circle is not too bad underneath. I'm curious if these are the original valve covers. I don't know if the Camaros will not come with the chrome accessories from the factory. I've been with this motor a long time. I've got orange overspray on them. You know what, I'm going to go look at the torque real quick for those and just see what we need to do. Alrighty, I found everything from 5-inch pounds to 12-inch pounds, so most of the sites said just a little past finger tight. I got the spreader plates on, so it's spreading the load around. So I think that's gonna do it for this one. 71 Chevy Camaro 350 with a 63 327 intake manifold and 63 ram's horn exhaust manifolds. Cool thing is I could do Center dump headers. Bet we don't need headers on this thing. So, alrighty. Time to clean up, grab something to eat, and edit some video. So, August 4th of 71. Late production run. May have gone into a 72 Camaro actually, if it was that late. Cast in 71, made for the 72 model here. So, alrighty. I gotta clean up. More gray sheet grinding. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bonus footage. Supervisor was out here watching over me. Yeah? What do you got to say? Yeah? Did I do a good job? No comment? Huh? Yeah, I'm greasy and dirty. Oh, good kitty. Oh, good kitty. Oh, good kitty. Rawr. Face of a happy cat. Alrighty, enough of this. We got videos to edit. Quit playing around. We gotta go.